Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So it's my pleasure to share the keynote presentation on common characteristics of AOT methodology. And we would like to share some practical steps for conducting the workplace checklist exercise, one of the very important tools of AOT. So first of all, let me share a little bit about participatory action-oriented training. I know that you all know, but let me summarize a little bit about participatory action-oriented training, calling PAOT. This practical training program build on local wisdom and good practices to formulate the technical training content. In fact, local good practices serve as the backbone of the PAOT methodology. Therefore, the collection and selection of good practices play a crucial role in PAOT training. During training, PAOT assists the participant in planning and implementing feasible improvement for effective risk reduction. As you all know, at the end of PAOT workshop, participants are invited to plan and implement the immediate and long-term action plan. This plan can only be realized based on knowledge gained from the best practices shared during the technical training section. And after the training, PAOT facilitates practical improvement action by promoting regular follow-up visits to the workplaces in order to gather information about the improvement action. This we all call it the outcome of PAOT training activities. So let's analyze some common characteristics of this methodology. We call it PAOT approaches. So the first approach of PAOT is solution-oriented approach. PAOT mainly focuses on achievable action, which are easy to implement. Let's observe some achievable action in different sectors, like in agriculture sector, arranging hand tools, or informal sector, this providing good handhold for tune, or in the healthcare sector, using partition to arrange medicine with the label. So, in fact, all the action was achieved within a few minutes. Then, by seeking the feasible solution, PAOT can stimulate the effort of local people to initiate the improvement. Second is a bottom-up approach. PAOT build on local existing good practices to develop their technical training contents. Let's consider the following example. Keep frequently used material and tools within easy reach. So numerous similar good practices can be gathered from various sectors, such as in agriculture, in the healthcare sector, in the government, in SME, or in small construction site. All the good practices satisfy the principle, keep frequently used material and tool within easy reach. However, as we can see, each agency, each community has their own unique characteristic. So PAOT recommends us that participants should walk through the workplace and collect their best practices. So this is we call bottom approach. Holistic approach. During the process of implementing improvement, PAOT lead to practical solution even before they have been fully completed. Example of this approach can be found in Africa, where the farmer improve his wheelbarrow to carry more product, or arrange his hand tool within easy reach. A worker and MSME mark the passageway to keep them clear. Furthermore, based on positive approach, PAOT always prioritizes on improvement point and await the next action. This can be observed in the improvement of the safety guard to facilitate the easy bell replacement. Another characteristic is stepwise approach. In the realization of improvement, PAOT encourages step-by-step progress and emphasize positive and strong points, even though that are simple and small. In fact, stepwise approach facilitates immediate implementation. Let's observe the working condition of this female rattan weaver. Before the improvement, she used her time to hone the work item. Consequently, with this uncomfortable work posture, she could only finish 3 pieces per day. But with the addition of a simple support, she was able to complete 7 pieces per day. But if they use a suitable work stand, maintaining a comfortable seat posture, her productivity increased further to 12 pieces a day. So we arrive to conclude that better quality products are produced under improved working conditions. And another last, not least, multi-phase approach. PAOT always look at multiple aspects rather than focus only on specific problem. For example, the farmer can find many simple ways to keep the bottle of pesticide safe, such as providing a box, or using an empty drum, or developing a cabinet with safety lock. Furthermore, PAOT promotes the self-reliance during the implementation of improvement action. An example of a housewife in Côte d'Ivoire, West Africa, who uses clay, a locally available material, to build a stove with a chimney, instead of using a concrete stove with time at the common use in Asia. So, multi-phase approach is really a key to encouraging the participation of local people. And based on this multi-phase approach, farmers in the rural area can find many ways to make things easy to distinguish by color, by shape, by name, by multiple level, or by partition, or by arrangement. So let's summarize the common principle of PAOT approach. PAOT support for local initiative, accept multi-phase improvement action, and realize improvement by step-by-step progress. This principle is based on the 5 approaches: solution-oriented, bottom-up, positive, stepwise, and multi-phase approach. So how PAOT could realize the principle? The PAOT realizes principles through 3 main training tools. The first one is the action checklist. This tool is designed in a specific manner to cultivate the positive thinking, promote the participation, and broaden the scope of the participant. Second tool is participatory technical contents. This tool guides participants in establishing a viable plan and implementing feasible and low-cost improvement. This tool can be shared through a PowerPoint presentation in the training room, or developed as a photo book to be shared among the group of farmers, or to be used during the online training. This is we conduct in Nigeria. So, another tools of the PAOT is the networking. Networking for participatory training rollout and workplace follow-up visit. And based on the TOT training, PAOT form a leadership team to roll out training, expand the network, and facilitate the transmission of technical support. So how to apply this training tool? Let's share only the first tool is the action checklist. This is my second part of my presentation, practical step for conducting the workplace checklist exercise. So we'd like to share some hints for PAOT trainers. We all are aware that the workplace checklist exercise is a very important training module within the PAOT workshop. However, assisting participants in clearly understanding own step of this exercise is quite challenging, normally for the trainers, due to the fact that the module serve as the initial activity of POT training, and the majority of participants are not familiar with. However, based on characteristics of PAOT approaches that we have already presented, trainer can conduct successfully the action checklist with 6 steps as follows. This is the first step, designing. In this step, PAOT trainer should design and apply a locally adjusted action checklist that focuses on achievable action which are easy to implement. In fact, as you know, the action checklist consists of a list of feasible, simple, and low-cost improvements that have already found wide application in the workplace. This is an example of action checklist developed within the framework of the project aimed at strengthening the capacity of local MSME and manufacturers in Nigeria. So based on the success of this project, this training tool has subsequently adopted by the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment in Nigeria as a toolkit for trainers. So our colleague, Ms. Chining, will explain more clear about this project. This is a typical example of the institutionalization of WISE PAOT training activity. And during this initial step, trainers are invited to design and implement a solution-oriented training tools that consist of several checkpoints or we call feasible action. The second step, working through. Working through. In this step, PAOT trainer should incorporate or build on existing good practices while conducting workplace walkthrough. So in fact, by utilizing the bottom-up approach, the checklist exercise can help the participant to expand their perspective. To facilitate this step, POT trainer should encourage the participant to gain insight from local good practice, to prioritize areas for improvement, or to motivate them towards practical solutions. So that the workshop is quite essential for checklist, for the apply the checklist, action checklist. And the step 3, reviewing. This is new one. In this step, POT trainer should motivate participants to agree on prompt action. So POT trainer should adopt a positive approach while carrying out a review by examining both the positive aspect and potential hazard in the workplaces. This can be accomplished by gathering all participants at the end of the checklist exercise and reviewing checkpoint by checkpoint to ensure that nobody missed any of them. We learned this step when we conducted training in Côte d'Ivoire, Nigeria, in Côte d'Ivoire in West Africa. This project is quite important to ensure that all participants should focus on opportunity for improvement rather than dwelling on negative points or weaknesses, and to reach own agreement, we call agreement individually, because the checklist is individual task on immediate action to be taken. So this approach helps promote a positive and constructive dialogue, which can lead to a shared commitment toward making real improvement. The step 4 is conducting group work. In this step, PAOT trainer recommend to motivate participants to adopt simple solutions for feedback and propose improvement. So PAOT trainer can encourage the participant to use multi-phase approach to propose improvement across multi-area, even in the hospital or in the rural community, and help them to formulate the improvement proposal through application of simple solution. I would like to repeat it, a simple solution would be very workable. And the last step is step 5, step 5 is taking action. In this step, POT trainer promote the participant in implementing the improvement action through a stepwise approach. Let's observe the improvement in Côte d'Ivoire, the cacao pod breaking tools. The farmer developed the cacao pod breaking tools using locally available material instead of this very sharp machete. He can injure the hand of the farmer. And by relying on their self-help effort, they enhance the breaking speed by securing this tool to a table. And during the process of implementing of improvement, encourage the farmer to follow a step-by-step progress and to focus on positive and strong aspects, even though that may seem simple or small like this. Even the hole in the middle, they can match it like this, so they can satisfy the work situation. Step 6, following up. In this step, we recommend PAOT trainer to conduct regular follow-up activity for sustained improvement. So during the follow-up visit, always maintain a practical approach to propose improvement and facilitate their finalization. So if necessary, set up a quick discussion to explore possible solution. We did it when we visit the Bametok with Nakao, Mr. Nakao, so that we always consider multi-aspect of the improvement rather than focusing only on specific problem. So let's summarize the practical hint for PAOT trainers to facilitate the action checklist design. Step 1, utilize a solution-oriented approach to design and implement a locally adjusted action checklist. Step 2, employ a bottom-up approach to incorporate or to build on local HSS good practices during a walkthrough using action checklist. Step 3, adopt a positive approach to review the checklist aside, ensuring that all participants individually agree on immediate action to be taken. Step 4, organize a group work, encourage participants to propose improvement action using multi-phase approach. And the step 5, promote the participant to implement the improvement action through a stepwise approach. And step 6, maintain a practical approach by conducting regular follow-up activity to ensure sustained improvement. So I like to conclude that the PAOT approach plays an essential role in encouraging the participation of local people to improve the working conditions across various sectors. And participatory technical section is one of the training tools of PAOT, built on local good practices, serve as the fundamental training tools. Second, PAOT always support the development of a sustainable mechanism based on the follow-up activities and at assessing the validity and the benefits of its improvement action. So networking can facilitate this activity. And the last one, furthermore, PAOT emphasizes the utilization of simple procedure in planning and implementation by accepting multi-phase approach. And the action checklist serve as the valuable tools in finalizing the procedure. So I would like to